hoje a gente está aqui em San Bruno, na Califórnia, nos Estados Unidos. Na verdade, hoje eu tô aqui no estúdio mesmo, só que uma semana atrás eu tava lá em San Bruno, na Califórnia, na sede do YouTube, no quartel-general mundial do YouTube. E eu tive a oportunidade de conversar com o Richard, que ele é engenheiro de software do YouTube. Ele tá lá antes do Google comprar o YouTube, isso faz tipo uns 10 anos. Então ele entende tudo o que acontece por trás da tela. Como que o vídeo, você sobe o vídeo e depois ele chega até você, assim, com milhões de pessoas acessando ao mesmo tempo e tudo isso que deve ser bem complicado. Então vamos ter uma conversa com ele, com algumas curiosidades minhas e algumas perguntas que vocês mandaram lá pelo Twitter. Richard, my first question is, when I upload a video in Brazil, what is the path to the YouTube? Where the file goes before I can watch it?
When you upload a video to YouTube, a copy is made, and then from that copy, other copies are made of different sizes and different data rates. And when someone watches the video, YouTube finds where it is on the server and then copies it closer to you so that the player can download the video in pieces close to you.
So you have a lot of copies spread in the world?
Yes. YouTube plays videos quickly by making copies of the video close to where people want to watch them.
In Brazil, do you know where's the place that's closer? Maybe the data center in Chile?
YouTube videos in data centers all over the world, in many, many countries. There would be many even within one country.
This copy is recorded in exactly in what? Physical thinking? Is a disk? Is a memory? Like, can I grab a video and say, this is here?
It is very difficult to grab a video and say, it is right here. Sometimes when you watch a YouTube video, it is from a hard disk that spins. Sometimes it is from an SSD. If you think about how YouTube videos play, they play back in pieces. And so maybe the video sits in a data center somewhere on a hard drive, but when you watch it, we download it in pieces. And we download pieces of the video at a time, and then you watch pieces at a time. Sort of, we used to use the metaphor like sliced bread. You take one piece, it's part of the whole, but you do one piece at a time.
It may be a piece is in Europe and another in United States.
Sometimes it's possible that a piece of a video could be in more than one data center or more than one country, but it would be common that they be closer to nearby. Because when you play a video, we want it to start quickly, we want it to play smoothly. Having them all come from the same place helps.
If you have a lot of files around the world, you don't need a backup. If a bomb falls over a data center, you have the same file in another place.
YouTube keeps many copies of videos to make it so no matter what happens, you can watch. Sometimes a data center breaks, or maybe there's a construction project and a backhoe breaks a fiber optic link. I think this happens every day. But a more common problem is that things become popular. There's a wonderful new song and it comes from Brazil and people in Brazil like it, and then maybe people in Argentina hear it and they like it, and then people in the US like it. And so then we need to copy it in more places so that more people can watch.
When you upload a video, there is a lot of analysis of the content. I think something that YouTube is very good is not permits sex scenes or violent scenes. That's almost impossible to see something like that on YouTube. This is made in the upload process. Everything is analyzed in this moment.
When you upload a YouTube video, a few bits of analysis happen before the video is public so people can watch. One thing that happens is that the video is analyzed to see if it's owned by somebody else, because it's very important to YouTube video ownership. If you own, let's say, a music video, you can give a copy to YouTube, and then if someone else uploads that video, then YouTube will recognize it, and the person who owns the music video then can say, this is my policy. Often they'll say, oh, fine, go play that music video, but tell me every time it gets played. Or maybe they say, oh, I know that video, put an advertisement on that video if it gets played. Sometimes they'll say, I want people to watch my copy, so you can't have that copy. Also, videos will be analyzed for safety. Or do they clearly contain images that aren't appropriate for YouTube? In some cases, maybe the automatic systems can detect things that seem like they might be inappropriate, but no one's sure. And those ones are rated by people, and a group of people will look at them and say, is this appropriate for YouTube or not?
Oh, and by this judgment, I think the computer is learning what is precise or not precise to block or not.
Many types of video analysis really still involve social judgment, choices that are not the same as purely algorithmic.
How can you teach computers to recognize something like a violence scene? You play a lot of violent scenes to a computer to understand what is blood or something like that.
Certain kinds of things occur commonly in videos can be reliably recognized. It is absolutely the case that in order to recognize it, maybe you take a machine learning model and you show it 1 million hours of video, and from that it can iteratively analyze and understand what that video contains. And that's one of the ways that YouTube makes videos safe, particularly for some of the most extreme kinds of videos that would be best if they weren't shown.
I asked people to send me questions. A question that I found that was very interesting was, if you think 50 or 60 years further, my grandson or my grand-grandson could watch the video that I upload today, do you think it will last all this time, or maybe the old videos will be deleted or something like that?
YouTube videos will last. The copies of YouTube videos are durable, and when YouTube makes new versions, ones that look better or sound better or are more portable, then we bring videos along. So I think the videos that are on YouTube now will be available 50 years from now. I went to film school and I have a box of films and videos that I made 20 years ago, and I can't play them because there are no machines that play those videos anymore. But for YouTube, it will work 50 years from now.
15 years ago, we have a very small videos, 720 for 480, and now we have 4K and maybe 8K and I don't know, 50K. It's a big challenge for YouTube, or maybe Google is a so strong storage, you don't matter about it.
When I started at YouTube, the biggest video was 480p resolution, and then we made 720p resolution, and no one could believe how big YouTube videos were, and every time we played a 720p video it said HD because we were so proud. And now people regularly upload and watch 4K videos, and we actually do get 8K videos now. It does take work and innovation to save all these videos, but I think we should make sure that's our problem. The more creators make beautiful videos that use 4K or bigger, the better. And if we have a problem that there are many 4K videos, then that's a good problem.
There are two questions that Brazilian YouTubers want to ask. Why do the notification doesn't arrive to everybody? A lot of people are complaining, oh, I didn't get the notification.
Notifications are more important and more popular than ever. And it grows so quickly that sometimes people don't get the notifications they expect. We're absolutely working to make sure people get the notifications that they want. And that's what it means to subscribe. That's what it means to follow. If you get a new video, you want to be able to watch it. And like you say, having notifications be right takes work. You tell people when the video they want to watch is coming, but you don't want to nag them and you don't want to waste their time. For YouTube to work, many different systems need to cooperate. And your phone or your television or your computer needs to be set up. Your browser maybe needs to be set up. Your connection to the internet needs to work, and your ISP's connection to the rest of the internet needs to work. Part of the sport of making YouTube work well is having all these different layers cooperate, and when they don't, it looks like YouTube is broken. And so getting that system just right takes practice. But absolutely, we're working on making notifications more consistent and more reliable.
Another question that a lot of people ask me is working off YouTube trending, because people make videos, they want to be on the top of trending of the day, and maybe sometimes you see 50,000 views on the top and the second one is 300,000 views, and you say no, the biggest is smaller than the second. What is the basic criteria to be there?
I actually don't know. It's a secret to me. I would ask you, what do you think is the right way to judge what is trending? Would you do popularity? Just the most popular thing is trending? Would you do a thing that grows the fastest? Would you do a thing that has creators that you know that millions of YouTubers love and it's their new one, so you just assume it's trending? Would you do something that you've seen and you believe is good and you'd like that to trend? I don't know. I don't work on that part. But I think that that's a really hard question. I would ask you, what do you think is a good way? How would you make YouTube trending work?
Well, I think that there is something that people don't see on the numbers is the watch time. So you see just the views and don't see the watch time. So maybe the second video that have a lot of views, there is a little watch time. I think this is a very important thing that people don't know. If you're watching right now, watch time maybe is more important than views. I remember in the beginning, everybody talk about views, and the last years YouTube talk about more watch time.
I think that sharing watch time with creators really helps because it helps creators know how people watch their videos and what part of their videos really reach viewers, but it's a complicated thing to share. I like to watch a lot of dog and cat videos, and often those videos are very short, and so in absolute watch time, what they get is pretty low. Sometimes I like to watch science videos, things that take time to explain, and maybe I watch them for 15 or 20 minutes at a time, but I'm not sure that a 15-minute science video is 15 times better than a 1-minute long cat video.
It's more complicated to classify a trending video. My last question, how can I hack YouTube to have all the subscribers to me?
How can you hack YouTube? Make great videos.
That's a good idea. Thank you, Richard.
Thank you.
Ah, meu Deus.